Hello YouTube, swtorPaladin here. Wanted to do a quick update on 2.8 since the details have been really fuzzy and it's launching tomorrow. This is Monday night, it's launching tomorrow. They decided to finally do an update on the website clarifying everything that's going to be going on tomorrow. So while you're waiting for it to patch and the server to be up or whatever, you can read this and try to get oriented with it since the last updates they had. It was kind of an old update and didn't make any sense. So I'll paraphrase some of it. This is a breakdown of story mode ops, updates, Galactic Starfighter, Warzone, and the slot machines. So this is from Chris Schmidt, which is a designer on TOR. And I guess the event's called the Nar Shaddaa Nightlife Update. Or as we affectionately call it, the update for Brute to spend tons of cartel coins. Oh, they're probably not new advertisements. I guess this is going to be a limited event. Sort of like Degree, sort of like the newer of the Raccoons and the last Nar Shaddaa event, which I actually really liked. The last Nar Shaddaa event was really cool, which was kind of a Degree prequel. So don't procrastinate. And I know it's going to be kind of hard because at exactly the same time all the PvP stuff's going on, and at exactly the same time all the Galactic Starfighter stuff and the new story mode ops. But the new story mode ops are going to stay the same. That's not going anywhere. So if I had to choose an order of doing everything, I would do this casino stuff while PvP's not popping. Or I would just go do this and wait for PvP to pop. So that's really super important. From the slot machines, you can win unique weapons, armor, cosmetic stuff, and mounts, including an exclusive Rancor mount, which I know we are all excited about because we're tired of watching the same 5 or 6 people run around on their Rancors acting like they are something special when a good chunk of them scammed their way up through ranked, and only a portion of them actually earned it, and you know who you are. So the rest of us will finally get Rancor mounts and be able to stomp and run around and won't have to deal with you smug assholes anymore. So that's good. Smugglers, luck machines. This breaks down all of the different kinds of chips and things you're going to be able to use. Warzone comms. You're going to be able to use all different kinds of stuff. And you get certificates back. The certificates go to the gear. Kind of your normal deal. There's going to be a VIP area where new NPCs are going to be spawning. So I guess you get to look at some of the new classes. If that's a hint towards some new expansion or some new planet or new companions or new playable characters, I have no idea. So I guess read into that as much as you want. So that was the casino part. This is the PvP part. If you enjoy PvP in either Galactic Starfighter or Warzone game modes, Game Update 2.8 is for you, except it's not really. That's all bullshit. Just like almost everything they do for PvP is bullshit. All that you're going to do is you're going to be able to get double XP and double fleet rack and double Warzone comms and double credits. Now, you might be thinking, that's a big deal, that's important, that's cool, but every day we're getting closer and closer to Season 2 being over. And further down, and they say jump in this ship, jump in that ship, they're just trying to sell more ships. Now, the ships are cool, don't get me wrong, but remember, all they're doing is changing the loadouts, and that's because they just won't let us choose our own loadouts. They want to keep charging money over and over and over again for telling us which loadouts we can and can't use, because they know better than we do, apparently, and God forbid we make some kind of loadout that breaks the game, even though Galactic Starfighter's already broken. It's just their way of milking us. So instead of just giving us new ships to use and let us do whatever the hell we want. We're way too stupid. We are way too effing stupid to do that. So they need to tell us what's okay and what's not okay. So whatever. I just ignored that part and rolled my eyes, just like I did with the last set of bullshit ships they released. They haven't released anything new since that Slicer ship. Almost all the other ships on the market, besides the initial bomber, are all just different combinations of the exact same loadouts, so it's whatever. But here's the interesting thing. During the quote-unquote race to the conclusions of Season 2, we already know who's going to win that. From 2.8.1 to 2.8.2, Season 2 ends with 2.9, but they don't say when 2.9's coming. And it's usually 4 to 6 weeks between micro iteration. So remember, we're going to 2.8 tomorrow, so you can maybe count 4 weeks to 2.8.1, 4 weeks to 2.8.2. And then they don't say anything if there's going to be a 2.8.3, 2.8.4, etc., etc. All we know is 2.8.2.9. So it didn't take us that long to go from 2.7 to 2.8. Maybe 2 months. A little less than that. So maybe we have about 2 months left. 2 to 3 months. A little after the player housing and guild ships come out. They said it was going to be longer than that, and that actually doesn't sound very long. I think there's 2 reasons for this. Either they're going to be doing a big PvP switch with 2.9, or if you look at these iterations and think about this for a second, what's after, the numbers 2.9, 3.0, right? So how much do you want to make a bet that there is going to be some kind of planet and level upgrade after this? As soon as there's a planet level upgrade, that means all the armor is going to be obsolete. And blah, 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 blah. So, what's this mean? And they sort of imply and wink at it in here somewhere. Oh, but I love this part. Brutalize. See, they used Brute's name right there. Your opponents in the Warcraft zone with a heart-pounding mash in shitball. Or as we call it, hopefully they score fast enough so the damn game's over. Or take on a gang of 4 vicious opponents with your own team on Makeb, Mesa, Arena. Too bad you can't, just choose Arena and non-ranked, but whatever. Ranked Q, provided you can get ranked Q. That is, if me and a couple of my friends set up enough people to actually play against each other. All while lining your pockets with the spoils of war, which is the name of all this. Get in there and go berserk. On top of all that, 2 new ship variants. I thought we already talked about the stupid ship variant thing, but apparently we didn't. No, the break out your old ones, yeah, whatever. So they talk about ships twice, just to tell you to get on your ships. I can't remember if they talk about it further down. They don't. So somewhere in here it basically implies that you need to get your armor as fast as possible so you can enjoy your armor as fast as possible. Now, here's why this is irritating me so much. They said we would have a long time to enjoy the tier 2 of armor this season. I thought maybe we were going to get 6 months, 8 months, and this just kind of spits right in our face. Now, this is kind of a double-edged sword, though. This can go either way. Number one, this is going to piss off everybody, and I know Kira, he's going to get irritated. And I know everybody else is too, because we've been busting our asses to get tier 2, which is really, 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 it's not hard, but the grind takes forever. And we know what happens every time the seasons flip. Your armor turns to crap, you get normalized down to everybody else, even though you've been busting your ass. You don't know exactly when it's going to drop, so you waste all your comms. And then we're going to be grinding for a freaking month to get tier 2 again, or longer. if they don't do these double if they do these double PvP things the first couple weeks of a new season, I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but they waited until halfway through the frickin' season, literally, to do this PvP double comp thing. So, why wait that long? It's because they were not anticipating to end the season this fast. And they probably ran the metrics, and they saw that nobody's got their frickin' suit besides a couple of stompers and a couple of dedicated folks. So, a couple of stomp groups and a couple of dedicated normal players. So, I don't think this was planned, and I think they lied to us. They said that we would have a long time, and several patches, and I guess it is, right? Because we went from 2.7 to 2.8, and we'll be going from 2.8 to 2.9, so I guess that's two major patches, but I don't really consider 2.8 a major patch. All it is an event. It's, I don't know, a casino where you can gamble, to me, is not the same as launching the Grey event, launching the Rackle event, launching that one time Narshada event. It's not the same. This is not content. It's just a little mini game that, I'm sorry, but not very many people are going to play. There's a couple of us that are going to play, and we already know why we're going to play it. But not only that, but this is going to be a temporary event. So once again, BioWare is throwing us a little temporary, one-time mini thing that's going to be fun, and we're going to get a couple new things, and it's going to go away forever. All this does, and all this is going to do, and all this is a tactic to get people back in the game, to get their subscribership up a little bit, to get a little bit of money, and then it's going to go away. For those of us who are subscribers, this doesn't give us anything. This doesn't do anything for us. This isn't what we want. This isn't what we asked for. And we certainly didn't ask for the season to be over next patch. And that's not what they told us. So, whatever. Again, I'm going to plead with everybody to just stop PvPing, because this Alex Modney guy, either he doesn't know what he's doing, or management told him that he had to do this and he had absolutely no choice. But either way, Alex Modney, we don't enjoy PvP. We enjoy playing with our friends. And we would like it if we actually got to hold on to our gear for a while. And we would like it if we actually got to just choose our own loadouts instead of having to be told, since Galactic Starfighter is a freaking orphaned system that you guys haven't supported for months, besides throwing in more loadouts and forcing us to use them. We got like one new area, which was really good, but that never procs. I don't know how many games we played a week or two ago, and we got the same map every single time, which is fine. It was a good map, but it wasn't the new map, and it's just let us choose our maps. That's the other thing. Are you afraid of letting people choose the map that they want to play? Are you scared at what you will find out when we actually get to choose our own maps? It would prove that you guys have no idea what we like, and that you're completely out of touch. Like a new Hutball. Vocal minority, a fraction of a PvP community wanted a new Hutball. So, whatever. Last but certainly the most important, in my opinion, Group Finder for story mode operations. This one's really important because this has been the content that's been locked away from everybody since the game's start. Putting 5 people together is hard. Putting 4 people together is hard. Putting 8 people together is almost impossible. And putting 16 people together is an exercise in futility. So it's about time, and I don't know why they didn't do this originally, since they added a couple of ops to the group finder, and again, another abandoned feature, abandoned system. They build this stuff and then they abandon it and move on. Instead of maintaining their systems, hire a couple people to maintain the damn systems every time they build a new system, and make those people play it and actually use it and listen to the players. And management has to actually do something about the crap that we talk about. Like, I keep beating up on Galactic Starfighter, but power overcharge. Nobody wanted that. That's bullshit. Shutting off our capital ships from firing at the other team. Nobody wanted that. Whose idea? What? That was the only thing that protected us from getting farmed, and you shut it off. So what that we could hide behind it? That was the whole point. Yeah, you could theoretically get higher on kills and go hide behind it, but you'd never get the whole team to cooperate with that. There's always some idiot that's not listening, usually two. So this is the only thing on here that is actually going to last, I think. But again, is it going to be orphaned again, or are they going to, as there are new operations, are they going to keep putting the operations in here over and over? And they said, we want to include all of our major operations content in Group Finder, and along with that, we're making some changes and now we present new choices. Okay, we want to do it. Does that mean that you're actually going to do it? They don't say. And just like when McKeb came out, not all the flashpoints got 55 hard modes, and only some of them got bumped up to 50. It's just, why? Why don't you maintain your damn systems? But then they go ahead to say, instead of a static group of operations that picks one at random, we're introducing a rotating schedule at any one time. One operation level bracket will be available to Q4. This is fine. This needs to happen anyway because of the way the lockout schedules and stuff, and it gives everybody a couple days to beat on an operation. So they actually thought that through, which is impressive. Change every couple days, and they're going to let you know how long it's going to be there. But they say our goal with this change is to allow equal access to all operations. But then it says allow players to choose which operation they want to queue for if they have a preference without a longer queue time. Well, which is it? They just said that one's only going to be available, but they want to let them all be there, and they want to let people choose. What? They don't. I swear. Like, which is it? Just come out and tell us. And that's been my problem with this game for over a year. And yeah, they're gonna update the rewards, blah blah blah. Who cares? Gear up faster, but you're bolstered anyway, so whatever. Here's my problem. They used to tell us a long time ago. We used to be able to ask them. And every Friday or Tuesday or some damn thing, they would just release a Q&A, and they would take like 10 questions, and they would legitimately answer the damn question. And they shut it off because there was all kinds of drama, and I've talked about it on the channel. I won't repeat that here, but there was a lot of drama that did not have to do with the game that poisoned the Q&A. And they ruined it for everybody, and then those people left, and we've never seen or heard from them again. And they're out destroying other intellectual properties now. Thank you for that. Everybody's got to have something to do, some cause. But those people are gone. But Q&A never came back. They don't answer our questions anymore. They kind of half-release what we want. They kind of half-ass it. I mean, look at player housing. That was supposed to release, a month ago? And we're still looking at 2 months away, and we still only know about 2 of the houses, and we still have seen absolutely nothing about the guild ship. It's like they're It's like they're struggling. It's like they can only do half of what we want. And I don't understand that. I don't understand why they can't staff up enough and do exactly what we want. And don't say we don't know what we want, because I know a lot of people that know exactly what they want. One of my videos a couple weeks ago, I sit there and I think rambled for 2 hours over every single problem with the game, and I still didn't even scratch the surface. The first thing we want is all the damn defects fixed. And I won't go into that because this video would take all night, but start with fixing all the damn defects. Okay? The most prevalent one seems to be this new speed hack that's out, and don't tell me there's not a speed hack, because there's videos of it, and several of us have seen it, where you can pretty much teleport around the screen at roll speeds, which is like twice Jedi run speed. Fix that stuff. Fix the emote spamming thing. I threw it up on one of my videos. I got a nasty email from somebody, and all I want him to do is stop this guy from emote spamming. He's got a macro. He can flood tens of thousands of lines of emote spam. I reported this guy. 2 days later, he was back in the game doing it again. And we can't tell you what we do. Bullshit. You want to frickin' make an example out of people, make sure they never do it again. Tell everybody what you did. Put a big frickin' post on the front page. Emote spammers permabanned. Watch people do it again, and watch them get permabanned. Eventually people are going to stop. You can't tiptoe around this stuff. They say, we will check and see what he did and compare it with the terms of service. No. You have the evidence of it. Just say, you're right, he was flooding and he's taken care of. There's no tiptoeing around that. It's like when you watch the news and they say someone allegedly did something even though you have it recorded. No, they didn't allegedly do something. There's voice, and there's full audio and full video and color 1080p of this person doing this. Don't tell me that it's alleged. It's half-ass. Everything in this game is half-ass. Now, the thing is, though, is the other half of this game is still really good. But it's people holding it together, not systems. It's just a bunch of broken, disjointed systems, and it's people holding it together. But I think those people are getting frazzled. They're getting worn out, tired of being jerked around. And if this PvP season ends, at least what feels like prematurely, there had better be a very, very good reason. This Season 2 ends with 2.9. There had better be something huge coming either at 2.9 or 3.0. So hopefully 2.9 is the transition, and either they had better do a real expansion. Not a bullshit. McKeb was awesome, but we plowed through it in 2 days, 3 days. We plowed through it before it was even close to releasing for anybody else. By the time it released for everybody else, all of our crafting was done, our characters were done, everything was done, and we were ready for something new. There had better be a real expansion where they complete their systems. You know what that means? That means several new planets. That means completing our companion quests. That means being able to get rid of companions if we want. That means taking Galactic Starfighter to the next level where we can do PVM stuff. That means being able to race around swoop bikes and speeders and crap if we want. Okay? It means taking this game forward. I thought we were past trying to entice people back over and over again, but it seems like every month or every 2 months they're trying to entice people back when they're not taking care of the people that they have. And you will lose your community doing that. You might not lose them today or tomorrow, but as soon as there's another game that comes out, they're all going to jump ship. I mean, we've already seen it at least twice. When Final Fantasy came out and when the Skyrim MMO, whatever the hell that was called, Elder Scrolls. People are so fickle and they jump ship so fast. And it's because their social group leaves. Their social group leaves because you're not keeping your systems tied together. And that's why I keep telling everybody that player housing and the guild ships had better work. Because I've strung on for way too long with this game. Again, I took a 1.5-month break a while back for the exact same reason. I ended up missing some of the dailies, but that's because they didn't even announce that there was going to be new daily areas. And I almost missed the next ones too for the same freaking reason. I almost missed Circa and Oricon. I didn't come back because they weren't explaining that there was new daily areas. They're explaining it better now, but these systems are just half-ass. Why not just leave the casino stuff in the game? Okay? Or why not move... Oh, it's just freaking irritating. I don't understand why they do this. There's some manager somewhere in BioWare that must be completely disconnected. And I don't know who that is. And I don't think it's any of these people. But... Anyway. That's it. Thanks for watching, and look forward to playing 2.8 with everybody. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.